Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Make My Food Awesome. I'm Mark Allen France, your guide to good food.
And I'm Trisha Morrissey.
My sweetheart of Santa Claus science.
Okay.
I don't know what the difference between regular science and Santa Claus science, but it might have something to do with how he gets those reindeer to go flying through the air at night.
Well, it's all about physics and a little bit of magic. But magic is
a little bit of magic. Okay, so if she's a scientist, let me see her go outside and try to get, I don't know, maybe one of the cats to fly. How about Milo?
Well, we could, just not without science.
Yeah, but I'm talking the magic way.
We have to work on that. We have to work on that.
So, anyway, so as you guys can see, we're a little bit festive right now.
Just a bit.
So it is the holiday season, and we figured we wanted to share some of the cheer that we have with you guys. So we are actually presently in the living room. Normally we're in the kitchen. We'll get back there
Yeah, we'll be
shortly,
back there soon.
But we wanted to do something special. If you guys are new here also, if you've never seen the show, go ahead, go down and hit the subscribe button, become a member of Team Awesome.
Yes, we would love you to be part of our team.
Exactly.
Lots of really great back episodes and new ones to come. So check us out.
And while you're at it, hit that little bell. You'll get all of our notifications so that you know when we're going to be having a new episode posted, so you can check out some of our new recipes. So it is that time of the year for making a delicious food for all of our family and friends to look at while we post it on social media. Because, you know, we want to stay safe, but this is something that you can share with your immediate family. And then down the road, once everything gets back to the new normal, we can go ahead and you can go back and look at all these recipes and make some more delicious morsels to share then.
Yeah, and today's episode is going to be special because it's one of Mark's favorites.
Yes, it is something that I have had since I can remember, because my grandma Peck, my mom's mom, used to make it. And so my mom took her recipe, and my mom, for years and years, she made it for us. So I've taken that recipe, I've given it a couple little tweaks, but still, taking a bite of it, it just takes me back to all the memories, the fond memories of when we were little, and running around the tree, yelling at my brothers, you know, trying to find out what's under the tree. But yeah, it's just a lot of fond memories. Now, do you have a favorite stuffing?
Not in particular.
Well, I know that I've made different kinds. 1 year back before I became vegan, I actually tried the worst stuffing mix, which was an oyster stuffing. Big mistake there. But
well, can I ask you, did you get that whole idea from the I Love Lucy episode?
I did not. I actually...
there is,
yes, someone had said something about making oyster stuffing because I wanted to try something different, and it didn't turn out. It wasn't good. But this one is delicious, and I'm using cranberries in it.
Yeah, one of your favorites.
Yes. I have a lot of favorites. You guys know that already. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to hop back into the kitchen. We're going to get our stuffing all cooked up, and then we're going to give it a taste and see how it is. I'm excited because I'm hungry.
And it's one of your favorites. How could you not be excited for it?
Exactly. So we'll be right back in just a moment.
We'll see you soon.
Usually when I make my dressing, I select several different kinds of bread for taste and texture. You'll need about 16 cups of breadcrumbs for this recipe. My first selection are some sweet Sub Buns. Using a sharp serrated knife, I'm going to cut my bread into bite-sized pieces and then place them into a large bowl. Now, I'm going to cube up some French everything bread. The everything seasoning is a mixture of dehydrated garlic and onion with sesame seeds and poppy seeds, which will also help season our dressing. Next, I'm going to cube up some regular French bread, some ciabatta bread, And one of my faves, the slightly sour sourdough bread. Now, once we have all of our bread cubed up, we're going to cover it with some clean kitchen towels and allow the bread to stale for several days. Now we're going to peel and give a nice dice to 2 large red onions. This is some prep you can do ahead of time or on the day you're prepping your dressing. Place your diced onions into a medium-sized bowl. Now we're going to get 5 stalks of celery. Make sure they are thoroughly washed. Now we're going to cut off the ends, slice them into thin strips, and give them an even dice. Place your diced celery in with your onion, and then we're going to move on to our fresh herbs. Stacking 9 or 10 large sage leaves on top of one another, cut off any remaining stem. Then roll your sage leaves into a tight cigar shape. Give it a chiffonade and then a quick chop. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of sage. Place your sage into a small bowl and set aside. Now remove the leaves from the stem of some rosemary and give it a nice chop. You'll need about 2 tablespoons for this recipe. Place the rosemary in a small bowl and set it aside. Now we're going to remove the leaves from a small bunch of thyme. Give it a chop and place it in a bowl. You'll need about 1½ tablespoons of fresh thyme. Go ahead and set that aside. Now, add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil into a large pan over a medium-high heat. Once your olive oil comes up to heat, add in your onions and celery. Stir together and allow to cook until your veggies become translucent. Now add in your sage, rosemary, and thyme. We're also going to add in 2 teaspoons of no salt salt substitute and 2 teaspoons of pepper. Stir everything together to allow those flavors to marry. Then we're going to add in 2 cups of fresh cranberries. Stir this together and allow the cranberries to begin to burst. And then we're going to add in 2 cups of low-sodium vegetable stock. Once again, stir together and allow to cook for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to take our wet ingredients and add them into our bowl of staled bread. Once you have everything in your bowl, stir everything together until the bread is thoroughly coated. If you need to, you can add a little more moisture to the bowl by adding in a splash of vegetable stock. Once everything is combined, we're going to transfer the dressing to an oven-safe casserole dish. Go ahead and smooth your dressing down and place into a 400-degree preheated oven for 35 to 40 minutes. You'll know your stuffing is done when the top is crispy and golden. And there you go, ready to serve. a delicious stuffing packed full of flavor. Okay, there we go, honey.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Look at all those colors in there.
I know.
And
Delicious looking. So you want me to go ahead and plate a little bit for us, maybe?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay. So let me go ahead. And oh, did you hear that?
Yes, it's crisp on the top.
Yeah. Bless you.
Bless you, Milo.
Okay, and get a little bit more of the berries. There we go. Set that over there. And now, we could eat it just like this, but I love to have
gravy.
A bit of gravy. So, now this particular recipe for this gravy, we will be doing on our next episode when we do our Wellington roast.
Yes.
So,
here you go.
Definitely stay tuned for that one as well.
All right.
But, I'm going to give this a taste.
Mm-hmm.
I know that
I'm not waiting.
someone's impatient.
Nah, me impatient? No.
Okay.
That's good.
Now,
One more bite.
I can taste all those herbs in there. That's why I love having all of the fresh herbs from the garden that we can still get. Is we can put it in stuff like this. And I actually, to be honest, could make a meal out of this myself.
Well, we don't suggest you do that.
No, but I could if I did needed to.
What's nice too is that the onion and the celery that's in here is still crunchy. You have the nice crust layer on the top, and then you have everything well cooked in the middle, but you still have the crunch of the onion and the celery.
No.
And then you have the pop of the cranberry, which is good. It gives you a little different spin on a dressing.
Well,
I called it stuffing earlier.
It is dressing.
And what's the difference between the two?
The difference is one, you stuff in the turkey.
Or
And the second one, you dress around the turkey, or you dress your meal with that. That's if you're having turkey. With us, you're having a nice Wellington roast.
right. I mean, I guess you could stuff a vegetable.
You could.
Like,
in fact, if you wanted to, you could put this inside some of the roast like that. I don't know how it would do with the Wellington one, because of the fact that you're putting in moisture and you're cooking it in there in the stove. You could possibly do that. I'm not sure how it would turn out. Could be something for us to try.
Yeah, it could be something like we stuff it in a big squash. Maybe. I don't know. It's something we could try out.
To Jared. You were complaining the other day that you don't like it when people call it dressing or stuffing. Or call it dressing. You like stuffing. I'm having a nice big plate of dressing just for you. By the way, congratulations on becoming a future father.
Yes, congratulations. That's very exciting.
So, here's some dressing to you and the kiddo.
I'm sure you're going to hear about that later. But anyways, yes, so this turned out really well. And you can change up what you put in it. Make it your own, like we say all the time. If you don't want the cranberries in there, you don't have to do that. If you want to add different kinds of herbs or spices or even vegetables, you can.
Yes. So, you could put carrots if you wanted to in there. Or
that would change the flavor. But
yes, it would. Now, something else you can do too is when you have, if you have some leftovers, you can actually take and form them into patties and put a little bit of oil in the pan and fry them, and you can have like little tiny patties.
You know
for
what?
breakfast.
I just got an idea too. Couldn't you do like sort of like a vegan shepherd's pie?
You could do a vegan shepherd's pie.
Veggies in the bottom, mashed potatoes on top, and then the dressing on the top.
But then it'd be called a topping.
Well, that would be like Thanksgiving or Christmas meal leftover reboot.
So, If you want the recipes for the Wellington and get more delicious things like this dressing, all you have to do is go down and hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you get all of our notifications so you can get all the really yummy
recipes.
Then that makes you also a member of Team Awesome. And then you can share with your friends, your family, and anyone else you want to on social media all these wonderful, wonderful recipes.
Yes, and I know, in fact, you'll enjoy this.
So, come back. Join us here again on Make My Food Awesome. And we hope to see you guys very, very soon.
Bye now.
Happy holidays.